All right, y'all. How y'all doing? Okay, let's try to explain this again. This is what happened with Sean, y'all. Is I had to write it down too, cause is sometimes speaking about stuff is bad, but yeah, like what happened with Sean is he was blessed by Jesus Christ, right? And he was blessed by Jesus Christ in order to see the world. And just like everybody is meant to be blessed by Jesus Christ in such a way. Alright, so what happened with him is he had love. He had love with Ashley, and he from him having watched pornography in like high school, basically junior high school, he then understood that his penis was bigger than most other men in pornography, right? So therefore he then understood that it needs to be big. So with the fact that he had love with Ashley, he believed that it always needed to be that way for anybody and everybody ever in the world. So he believed that he was always correct. So what happens, this kind of happened in like the year 2000. Let's say, I'm not entirely certain, but just to guesstimate, it's more like around the year of 2005 to 2011, right? 2011, 2012, 2013. He then is, as he's an artist with words, he's constantly thinking of things to say. He's constantly trying to express his emotions in music, right? In rhythm and music and rhyme, right? He's trying to express that. So what happened is he's trying to be devoutly correct about something that everybody should understand in their life. So what happened is that he's having a spiritual and mental battle with the entire world behind the fact that things are big. But like the truth is, like what I'm saying is, like I understood what happened with him, so I understand that things have to be both big and small as they are. But the problem is he never understood small because he didn't want to have love. So he didn't understand that things needed to be small. So therefore it's like around the year 2005 to 2011, 2012, 2013, he's mentally and spiritually having a battle with himself and the world to understand what things need to be by sex. So therefore, because his penis size is 9'5", like 9 inches by 5 inches, he's constantly telling the truth to people. It's like he's constantly telling the half truth to people, that his penis is big, and it's like he's just saying that it needs to be big, 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 because he's comparing his penis size to every other man, and every other man is not 9'5", right? So because every other man is not 9'5", he's then always telling a half truth. He's always then saying that his penis is big and it needs to be big because he's always bigger than them, and he's always having sex with women. They always saying that, right? So it's like his problem is he didn't know anything about sexual immorality. He knew nothing, which is why he needed to take what he was understanding to Jesus Christ in order for Jesus Christ to help him with it, for him to get it completely correct for every and anybody in the entire world. So the problem is it gets into sexual immorality and it gets into pornography. So because then pornography is sexual immorality. So what happens is it's like he always then seems as if he's completely correct, because by sexual immorality every woman is flocking to it. So therefore, not to just kind of case on white people, but to look at it as we understand in America, white people are normally seen as leaders in the country, period. They're seen as leaders. So whatever they do, whatever they say, usually always is the correct thing, right? this is what Sean started doing. He started judging what he was saying based off having sex with white women, and then based off white women having sex with other African American men his size or around his size in pornography. So therefore, when it comes to the fact that they're enjoying sex in this way, white women are then seen as leaders behind the fact that this is happening, behind the fact of what Sean is trying to get correct. So he's then always believing that he's correct because white women are flocking to it. So therefore, like, behind Big Black Cock, you see like so many white women having sex with it. So therefore, behind the fact that they seem to be enjoying it, it seems as if it's the complete right thing to have sex with and nothing else is right. So therefore, every other man then feels emasculated and humiliated. Whoever is then smaller, they feel emasculated and humiliated because they can't have sex in such a way, and Sean enjoys that. So therefore, that's then the problems. So therefore, he enjoys that because it makes them feel small. So therefore, because he enjoys that, he's getting high off that. So therefore, his ego is then boosted in order to make the music that comes out of him, such as the stuff that he makes, such as like MILF or whatever. So it's just kind of like he feels as if he's correct about something, and he's laughing at other people who don't have what he has when it comes to being blessed and having 9'5". Every man doesn't have that size. So then what I'm telling everybody that has to be correct is the fact that things have to be both big and small in order for things to be the right size, as people need to be the right size. So therefore, things have to be big enough and small enough in order for things to be the right size. So in sex, you must be saying big and small, not only big. So therefore, he believed that he was Jesus Christ. He got so angry, like having the spiritual and mental battle between himself and the world, behind trying to be correct about what a philosophy, a perspective. He got so angry that he just believed that he was Jesus Christ, behind the fact that he believed that he was completely correct, and white women following it, and then other women following white women behind that stuff. So therefore, that's then what we get to. And it's then in present day. So therefore, that's then what's happening, and it's like women are falling to it because it's like it's the only penis size. They believe it's like the only penis size to have sex with, because then they always believe that a black man has sex the best, period. And it's all because of what Sean was doing behind closed doors or privately. It's all because of what he was doing privately in sex. So therefore, in what he was then mentally thinking about and how he built himself, is what we see today in pornography. So the fact is, it's like people, it's like when it comes to it, people are then just kind of thinking, well, I'm just having sex. And like, that's not what's happening. It's like, it's a bigger battle than that. It's a battle between love and sex. So therefore, Sean is holding on to the fact that things need to be big, and no one understands that it also needs to be small enough. So therefore, Sean was supposed to understand that things need to be both big and small, but he never did, because he's going on an ego trip behind the size of his penis, being bigger than every other man. So therefore, he always believed that he big compared to other men, and it comes out that way. So therefore, it's a battle between love, because everybody is supposed to have love and sex, and everybody is supposed to be the right size. The right size needs to be between 7 and 10 inches. So therefore, everybody then feels complete and right, but it's all dictated by Jesus Christ. It's all put together by Jesus Christ. But Sean was supposed to understand how things are big enough and small enough, but because of his ego, he only believes that things are only big because he is then having sex with women and his penis is bigger than other men's that they've had sex with. So therefore, behind women acting so excited and absolutely crazy behind having sex with such a size penis, it always seems as if he's correct. So that's then the problem. And like I don't know how else to explain it without people actually talking to me to understand it. Because the problem is, Sean doesn't explain any of this in his music. So it seems as if I'm completely going crazy behind what I'm saying. But it's like in one verse in a song with Wale, he says because she's saying big, niggas couldn't tell if I was dead or alive. And I had to explain it more on another video, but that's the only time he's saying, that's the only thing he said about it. Because anything else is kind of an allusion to the truth of the reality of what he believes internally. So it's like he thinks this stuff off record, but on record he puts something completely different, but it's still leading to sexual immorality. So therefore it still leads back to him believing that he's Jesus Christ, right? And it's just, that's then all I can really say about it right now, y'all. And it's like I'm trying to explain it, but it's a lot to explain because it's dealing with Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ then rules everybody. So therefore, like, behind the fact that Sean believes that he's big and everybody else is small to him, that's the same principle toward Jesus Christ. Everybody is smaller than Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is then big. So therefore, what I'm telling people is that we all have to be big and small, just as Jesus Christ is big and small. So in order to explain this to where everybody understands, it's like Jesus Christ is big to everybody but smaller than the Father, right? So because then Jesus then had to, like, in Jesus' story, you have to understand that Jesus was doing everything for the Father, and Jesus only wanted the will of the Father to actually come into existence and to happen, because people would try to be Jesus Christ, right? So it's bad. So until Jesus Christ that has all authority after Jesus' death, people until Jesus has all authority appointed to him by the Father, it's like nothing is true just yet. So therefore that's then where Sean kind of is. He's stuck there in sin, and because Jesus does exist, Jesus is working through me to help people understand what it's supposed to be. So for the past 30, 40, 50 years, and then at least in pornography, we've then been suffering under the fact that Sean believed that he was Jesus Christ, behind the fact that he's holding on to the fact that things need to be big when things have to be big enough and small enough. And it's just, that's what it is. It's sad and it's bad, and like he's gonna end up shrinking because he can't continue holding on to the fact that things need to be big, because his penis is bigger than most other men's. So he'll end up shrinking so that no one gets him confused with Jesus Christ, because in sex with love, you still have to say that things are big, as things are big and small. So therefore, that's why, like, y'all don't understand this yet, and I'm really trying to get the message out. But until, like, I can finish all my music, y'all won't understand too much, and I'm sorry. And it's like, I'm praying for everybody, as y'all see me praying on record, and I can't do too much else. And I can't do too much else because I have to work, and my parents, they do not understand this and don't give any kind of any care about rap. They don't care. And it's like it all comes back to Sean and stuff, and it's just a horrible situation. So yeah, like, other rappers know about it, like J. Cole, Kanye, Drake, Lil Wayne, and I take it like 50 Cent and Eminem and T.I. Like, cause I've tweeted all these people, and then Lupe Fiasco. It's like it's like I've tweeted people about this, but the problem is we're not truly communicating. It's just me talking to the air, right? So it's gonna take a minute, y'all, and I'm sorry. So for the women who consistently going into pornography, you don't truly know what you're doing until you get to know Jesus Christ. And it's like you don't truly understand that you're feeding into the fact that Sean believes that things need to be big. So when it comes to porn stars on Blacked in pornography, period, and anything dealing with BBC, is all the fact that y'all believe that y'all are holding on to what Sean believes about things needing to be big in sex. And it's like things have to be big and small, not just big. So that's what's happening. And like I'm trying to explain it, and y'all can see all the videos and stuff once everything hit. So I'm sorry, y'all, for the women who gonna be pissed off at him behind the fact that you still say big in sex with whoever your true love is. You gonna understand why he thought he was Jesus Christ, because it's the same both ways. And if your penis is bigger, then the person who is then smaller falls to you because you don't completely satisfy a woman. So because he was blessed to be that size, in order to figure out that things are both big and small, because he was blessed to be that size to figure that out, he never did, and it's all on me right now. So I'm sorry. And then when it comes to the African American men that follow what he believed in, and when it comes to your body being created to have that size penis, I'm sorry. I have no idea if you're going to shrink or not, because the problem is y'all never knew that Sean was doing this. And so therefore it's like y'all are following him based off the fact that he wanted sexual immorality and not love. So it's like all black men are following it, and then women are following it too. So the problem is, because we all sin, we can follow the sexual immorality. So it's really a trick of the devil, and it's really the devil trying to keep people from heaven, and keep people from wanting, needing, and desiring Jesus Christ. So it's really a big problem, and I'm praying for people, and I'm doing my best to kind of rid the world of the sin behind it. So therefore I'm like covering myself in sin behind it in order to then repent and have it being forgiven. But I can't do everything, and I can't, and it's like I'm trying y'all, but it's a struggle for me too. So yeah, y'all, it's like I understand it, and it's like y'all don't understand this yet, and I'm sorry, but it's like I'm trying to help y'all understand it by making these videos, so when everything hits, y'all know that I was fighting for everybody to get this right. So the problem is, like right now, as of today, September 17, 2022, Sean knows that things need to be big and small, but he's not gonna say anything to Janae about it, because it's gonna end their relationship, because it starts with Ashley. So it's like he doesn't want to talk about anything about what he knew, because it makes him look like a fraud, and it makes him look like a bad person. So I'm sorry, y'all, like I gotta express that. And it's like he really a bad person, because in publicly he shows himself to be a good person, but privately he does something completely insane. So because he would get into sexual immorality and believe that he was Jesus Christ, is then the whole reason characters like Batman exist. And I know I'm kind of left field right now with saying Batman, but like Batman gets into sexual immorality too. He then has so many women that he's had relationships with, when the Bible by Jesus, when it comes to creating a character and stuff, you need to create it the way Jesus Christ has created it. Same with Tony Stark, right? So it's like the idea of a millionaire being able to have sex with as many women as you want to is Sean, right? So that's what it comes down to. So it's like Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark are then people like that, and it's like the idea of them being characters have to change, because they are then supposed to only be with one person, just like every person in existence needs to have true love with one person. You can't be with multiple people, and you're not meant to get into sexual immorality because it is sin. So with the fact that you know that it's sin, it's supposed to be strayed away from. So therefore it's just it's chaos completely. And I'm trying to do my best, because me personally, I haven't had sex since 2015, and like I didn't know about sexual immorality at that time. So everything I did, I'm gonna write about it in order to help people. As I'm then writing a story, I'm gonna help people understand that sexual immorality is wrong, and that you truly just only need to be with one person. So therefore, the music that I made already for Freebies is then about that. So it's just gonna take a long time, because the problem is people think sexual immorality is okay because people are attracted to other people and you date around. See, and so because of that, they think it's okay, but it's completely wrong. And it's like nobody understands that you should only just be praying for the person that you're supposed to truly love. So therefore, when you encounter that person, you know that's the person for you, because Jesus will tell you, because we're then always supposed to be talking to Jesus Christ, right? So that's like all I can explain right now, y'all. I'm sorry that nobody knows about me and nobody knows these videos, but rappers know what's going on. And for what I know, when it comes to writing, they gotta write the truth. So when it comes to what they understand and what they know based off what I'm telling them, they'll articulate things how it needs to go, because they understand that Sean is just trying to rule the game, rule hip hop based off the fact that his penis is bigger than everybody else's in hip hop. So because his penis is bigger than everybody else's in hip hop, he can have any woman he want based off what we can tell in pornography, and because of sexual immorality and stuff. So because he continuously trying to do that with Janae, like Janae knows nothing about this shit. She just having a relationship with him. He hides this from her based off telling her other things and stuff, and it's just bad. And like from what Jesus has been telling me, their relationship is going to end, and he gonna have to end up being back with Ashley. And like I've talked to him on Twitter before, and he just blocked me from Twitter. So I don't really know what else to say, like, because I got pissed off at him behind what he does, and so it's just so therefore he blocked me from Twitter. And it's like I don't blame him, because I was being really pissed off and I was saying some real messed up stuff, but he a bad person, and he need to understand a lot more about Jesus Christ in order to continue to move forward, and he don't really want to, because he always wanted to get into sexual immorality. So therefore he really messed up. He really messed up emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, but he doesn't let it show, because that's what men do, right? So I don't know, but yeah, y'all. So I'm sorry this video is so long. It's like 24 minutes. I'm sorry, but I had to explain this because too many people don't understand what's going on. Like, what's going on is there's a battle in love behind the fact that things need to be both big and small. And because of pornography, it seems like things only need to be big because of Sean, right? So the truth of the matter is in sex, everyone should have a true love, and in true love and in sex, we need to be saying that things are both big and small. And it's a struggle because the idea of saying small always seems as if it's a demeaning term to say small in sex. So therefore it's a struggle, and Jesus is blessing me to understand how to say it in sex and stuff. So yeah, but I'm not having sex. I gotta wait till I'm with Ali, and it's gonna be a while. I don't know how long it's gonna be, y'all. It's just gonna be a while though. So I'm sorry for how long things are taking, but I'm really trying to explain everything to everybody, and this is all I can do is make videos right now. So I'm sorry. I'm praying for everybody to stray away from pornography, big black cock, and sin, but I can't do everything. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all, and Jesus, as you are our God, our Lord, and our Lord, our God, the daughter and son, the son and daughter, please guide your people away from big black cock is all I can really say right now. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.